Hey, my Legion. How y'all doing today? I'm here today with my buddy John.
That's me.
And we have the camera. Some people thought it was mounted all the way on the roof of the house or of his building, abode.
Those people are high. What?
But I mean, it's on top of his TV. And we're here to review a movie called Save Yourself.
Shave yourself.
There, Save Yourself.
Yeah, I found out about this movie because I had seen stuff about leeching them. I've been cheating on your legion.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Legion,
Jason.
yeah.
I've been cheating on your legion with another legion. So, it's a fan film company. So, like, anybody in public can invest in this film company, and for cheap. You don't have to. You could just join their groups online, or you could get into Facebook discussion, stuff like that. They have stuff like one of the features that they do is there's a program to get your cell phone, and at Sundance, you'll be able to, you don't have to go to Sundance, you just do this through your phone, this app, is watch all these films and choose which ones you think that they should acquire for release. And one of them that they did, that Bleecker Street produced, is called Save Yourself, an alien invasion comedy. And so it just came out, was released on Amazon Prime to rent, so we watched it.
The one thing about this, I don't think most audiences will have patience for it. I mean, because it's like this couple. I mean, they're always like on their phones or whatever. They decide to go off. They decided to go offline for a week. And
because the one guy, a friend of his owns a cabin in the woods that he's just fixing up, but he lives mostly in Nicaragua doing stuff. So he says, hey, why don't you guys, take a vacation up there? So, they decide, okay, we'll do that, and we'll get to go, we spend too much of our lives online and cell phones and that. Because obviously they're like a younger couple, was in late 30s, yeah. So they're going to try to rough it.
Yeah, rough it. And most of the movie is just really quiet, them talking. And then John and I start talking about stuff, positive, talking about stuff. Like I said, I don't think, and then things eventually start happening with an alien invasion. By me, it's implied in little bits and pieces, or like the girl eventually turned on her phone and hears people talking about stuff, but it doesn't really start getting going until maybe halfway in the movie, and it's only like 90-some minutes. It's like 45 minutes.
So if you're one of those people that aren't patient, even though the movie's good, like The Witch, because it's slow, and you're probably not going to like it. Well, it's too slow. Because you're probably just playing on your cell phone.
Yeah. But I didn't think it was as good as The Witch, though, but that's my opinion. But I mean, once it gets going, it's good. And then when they introduce the baby into it, I mean, and at first the baby's crying. I don't ever want to see babies crying in movies. That's always like a trope in movies, when having crying babies and stuff. Because you always, want to see it happen to them. And
speak for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, and then it starts getting going. But and then it gets interesting. I mean, and the aliens look like, and there's no giveaway. What's that?
We're not going to tell.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to tell what they look like. Trailer. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just...
And then, they look like tribbles. But they show that on the trailer anyway,
right.
If you see that. I don't want to give away. It gets kind of bizarre after that. And then I think most audiences will be...
I don't think it was really bizarre.
I mean, whenever they had tripping from the LS... Well,
we won't tell.
Well, yeah, I don't want. Yeah, but I thought it was very unusual.
Not really.
Well, in my mind, it was. But I think I love the ending. But I think most audiences are going to be pissed for the ending. They're saying, "What the hell was this? What was this?" But I enjoyed it for the most part. It may be one you have to see like 1, 2, or 3 more times. But I'm not really ever seeing it again. But to really truly get into it, because sometimes in movies like you see 1, 2, or 3 times. But for what it was, I liked it. I give it a mild 7 out of 10.
Right.
And
it's enjoyable. It's as long as you don't mind it's slow. Because it's mostly drama, and they throw a little sci-fi and humor in.
I mean, I thought the baby was a fine actor too. I thought the ending was brilliant, but most people will not like the ending. It's just like the ending of Contact with Jodie Foster. They just seen her dad.
There's something funny about context in this movie.
Oh yeah.
But we don't want to say it because it'd be out of context.
Yeah.
Because of the talk about context, it'll be out of context.
Yeah. Oh man, so many people were pissed. I mean, because we saw Contact, that Jodie Foster movie in the theater. People were so mad. Even the South by
about morons.
Well, I mean, they were mad. He said they expect to see some alien. Just her see her dad again at the end of the movie. I remember seeing that movie. People were mad.
Yeah, I know.
They were really mad. That's all the time, and they said she just gets reunited with her dad. And it wasn't like she saw. They expect to see aliens. That didn't happen.
Idiots.
And then people didn't like Signs, and there were aliens in that one. And I actually thought Signs was scary. I know. I thought Signs was scary. The Mel Gibson one. Yeah. I liked that one. I didn't think it'd be scary.
I like Shyamalan and Ding Dong.
Yeah.
Billy.
Ding Dong.
That's on the other side of the state.
What a twist.
People don't realize how big PA is either. Yeah. It's like, oh, you go to Philly, well, it's about 6 hours away.
I know.
PA is a wide state.
I know.
Because being part of Northwestern PA Film Office, this lady was looking for, she's a location scout, and they're looking for maybe like a campground or something that they could film a TV series or like a college or university. And so I was working on this place near Erie called Harbor Creek. There was it was a youth home for ladies, girls, and it went out of business, so it's not used. So I was looking into that, and I was trying to find out who the owners were. So I called the local Catholic church because I knew it was run by a religious group. Well, it turns out they're from Ohio, so. But in the meantime, this lady, the secretary, was asking the bishop, oh yeah, we got this guy who's looking to, find out who owns this place. The lady got back to me because she was all excited when I started talking about it and sent her some info because there's like 75 acres. It's, really nice. There's a lot of woods. But she didn't realize how big PA is width-wise because she goes, oh, I'm sorry, we only have a 3-hour travel radius that we can do because they're over New York City.
Yeah.
So, we're on the other side of the state, so you're talking, I don't know what it is for New York City, if it's, between 6 and 8 hours or something. And by the way, the show was Jude Law as the young pope.
Oh,
so they're going to look for a place to film in flashbacks when he was young. So I was working on getting that in Erie, PA, but, because they could only travel for 3 hours, they couldn't do that. But I also had, what the heck's her name? Diane Keaton, I think it was. I never saw the show, but almost had that in Erie.
That would have been cool. Well, they were going to have, I never saw the Tom Hanks, that thing you do.
I still haven't seen that. We got to watch it.
I mean, that was filmed in Erie, but it was not filmed in Erie. And that wasn't filmed in Erie. It was supposed to be in Erie.
Well, my parents said, because my parents both grew up in Erie, they said you couldn't film it in Erie because the movie took place in the 50s, and they said Erie does not look anything like it did in the 50s, for the most part, for where, the location. So they're like, there's no way they could have filmed it in Erie because it's changed so much. Because when they did the 90s, so in like the 40 years, Erie's changed too much that they couldn't just film it. They might have filmed certain scenes, but there's no way you could do it.
Well, just like they didn't want to film, they were going to film Groundhog's Day in Punxsutawney, and they didn't. They ended up filming it just in California.
All right.
They dressed the set like that. Maybe that's why we had a attitude with Groundhog. Dad hated it. Right. And it's just too repetitive. That's what he said. He said it's too damn repetitive.
That was the idea.
I know. He said it's too repetitive. I hate it. It's the same thing over and over again. I thought, boy, I hate this damn movie. The same thing over again. It's too repetitive.
Well, that's why I thought like a Tom Cruise movie. What was it, Edge of Tomorrow or something like that?
Oh, Minority Report?
No. It looked like a sci-fi version of Groundhog's Day. And
I don't think I've seen
I wasn't interested in seeing it, but finally, me and my brother, I think it was me and my brother, or maybe me and Dan, watched it. oh my God, that was a fun movie. It was, some of the stuff was hysterical, where it's Tom Cruise gets, I can't remember if it's Edge of Tomorrow or somewhere. I'm thinking of the city on the edge of forever.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, it's, in a way, it's like Groundhog's Day because you get stuck in the time loop, but it's very, very different. It's definitely worth watching. It's really, really good. And I was like, oh man, why did I pass on seeing this? Because I thought, it looked okay, but you know, just like, okay, is this just a sci-fi version? It's worth watching. If I can remember the damn name.
I don't think I've seen that one. I mean, I see Tom Cruise in sci-fi, I think Minority Report, which Dad thought was stupid too.
Well, you keep on talking, I'll look up see if you remember the name.
Yeah, I mean, Dad thought it was stupid too, but the one part where they had like the soothsayers.
That's Phil K. Dick.
Oh, Phil K. Dick? Okay.
Did do Android Stream of Electric Sheep, which became Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
In Total Recall, he did the version.
But they had like those soothsayers that could see tribes in the future. They're all laying like this, and Tom Cruise just walked by, and one grabbed him by the arm and Dad says, "Oh my God, it scared the piss out of me." I just started laughing. I kind of laughed. I jumped too. And that Jonas said, "That scared the piss out of me."
Edge of Tomorrow. Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's
what,
good.
2014?
Yep.
Well, sometimes there's so many movies coming out, streaming services, cable. I mean, it's like I used to be able to keep up with movies because in Germany I used to see movies at the military theater all the time, and then you know we lived. I was close to the mall, so I seen main movies that came out. Well, this is in Fort Detrick, Maryland, and then right there we had like video rental place that would show like new releases coming out and stuff like that. So I was pretty much caught up with whatever I wanted to be caught up with, and you know they didn't have, you know, I mean there's always like movies that slip by, but now there's so many streaming services, there's no way you can keep up with the movies now.
Exactly.
And then if you're lucky to find some ones, I found out about Shark Encounter of the Third Kind, which I want to review eventually whenever I'm able to. It'll eventually be free on Amazon. It's not even rated on IMDb yet. And there's not even a trailer. I saw a trailer on another site. I mean, they have to buy or rent on YouTube, but they don't have the trailer for it on there.
That's weird.
It's weird. I mean, I looked up, it wasn't on there.
That's what I don't like about some of these movies. You know, we're looking at on Amazon, and it's like they don't have trailers.
Yeah.
It's like I always have trailers for stuff, so we can. Because now I got to switch over to YouTube to watch a trailer to see if this might be something I'm interested in. And it's like just put the trailers on.
I guess you like find the Tom Wiseau Big Shark movie. I don't even know if that's out yet or not. But I mean, he's trying to make movies, trying to be like The Room. I mean, but you know, it's up to you.
Because I heard like whatever one he's making after that was just.
I can't call it Best Friends.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he said it was a giant turd, and
Oh,
not
I mean,
in
I
a good
don't
way,
even-
like in The Room, but just a giant turd.
Tear me apart, you haven't seen The Room yet, have you?
Neither version.
Neither. Well, The Room was great. I mean, I liked the Disaster too. Disaster was funny. I mean, you know, I Tom Wiseau at age definitely different. I mean, because I was like, I didn't want to see The Room for the longest time. I don't know why, I just never did. And then the Disaster came out and said, well, maybe I should see this damn thing. And it was free on YouTube. I reviewed it, and boy, I loved it. It was so bad, but so funny. And like, well, you kick and go, cheep, 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 cheep. You know, it's just stupid. Boy, did we go off on a tangent on this one. But if you will save yourself the Groundhog's Day, the Room, and all this other stuff, but I hope you like the video. Mod 7 out of 10 for The Room. I think a lot of audiences won't have the patience for it, but I mean, it was good for what it was. On a low budget, you know.
Yeah, it was more independent because,
yeah.
you know, like I said, it went to Sundance and they kind of acquired it through them. Not that there isn't probably big budget movies to go, but I don't know if Sundance is supposed to be all independent films or not. I don't remember. I think that's the way at least it started out.
I don't
like
know.
the oldest is in the U.S. is World Fest Season, but the one movie I produced was my buddy that was a writing judge for the Horror Fest called, let me think of it, Available, a modern day love story. That won a gold award at World Fest Houston.
That's cool. I mean, I'd like to go to Trauma Dance.
Yeah.
Boy, the film snobs are so pissed off with those people at Trauma Dance. I don't know if they do that anymore.
About
Dance. I mean, they have like.
Yeah, I know Trauma Dance. What are they pissed off about?
I mean, they don't like the characters. They don't like how they take over their town and stuff like that. They just don't like those types of movies. They're too snobby. And then, well, that's what Lloyd Kaufman said.
Okay.
Uncle Lloyd. But I mean, they have one more like that Shakespeare Shitstorm or something like that. He said it might be the last movie. I don't know about that or not. But I mean, everything's really much. I don't know what's up in the air now, COVID and stuff. But that's our review of.
That's what's up in the air.
Yeah, it's up in the air, and also the poofs. And I guess that's it for our review of Save Yourselves. And boy, it went in different directions, like always. And as always, everybody.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about time. Well, especially using my computer, but now you got that new memory card. You have a lot
it's
more
awesome.
time.
551 minutes left on that. That's cool as hell. Until next time, bye, please. Take care, my legion. I never changed that before. I mean, because that's the one my sister had with it. You know, and the first one.